This is the opening song of the show. You got to have one to start with, as everyone knows. Lively and sparkling and full of pizzazz. We get to see you and you meet the cast. It's in the opening song of the show that we can say we won't talk about Margaret Trudeau. We've no inclination to downgrade Quebec. We've nothing to say about that turkey Leveque. This is the opening song of the show. We tried to fit it in first, but it just wouldn't go. And now that we've started, who's gonna say no? This is the opening song of the show.
Jodi Glassman.
Cabbagetown is getting so trendy these days. The winos are carrying their bottles around in Gucci bags. Billy Newton-Davis.
The Toronto Sun is starting a brand new feature. They've got Gordon Sinclair to be the very first Sunset Boy. Elias Zarou.
Now that they've built the new Massey Hall across from Ed's warehouse, when you go to a concert, you're going to have to wear a tie to park your car.
Oh.
Stephen Widgets.
If Frank Dre had his way, we'd stick a G-string on the Archer.
This is the opening song of the show. And now that you met us, we're ready to go. We're glad that you're with us and want you to know this is the end of the opening, end of the opening, end of the opening song of the show. You got to have one to start with, as everyone knows. Lively and sparkling and full of pizzazz. This is the end of the opening, end of the opening, end of the opening song of the show. You can tell a girl from Saskatchewan, she's so flat. And oily Alberta girls aren't where it's at. The mademoiselles from Quebec are always a pain in the neck. And Yukon girls are frigid in the sack. Oh, Ontario girls, oh, Ontario girls, you know how to have a ball. You never speak French at all. My all-American doll, Ontario girl. BC girls will bore you half to death. And Newfie girls have lobster on their breath. PEI girls are duds. They'd rather peel spuds than studs. And Manitoba girls look too well fed. Oh, Ontario girls, oh, Ontario girls, you know how to treat a guy. I can see the look in your eye. You're Canadian as apple pie, Ontario girls. Nova Scotia girls are salty when they talk. New Brunswick girls use fishing rods a lot. Eskimo girls are sweet if they're not rubbing noses and feet. And Northwest girls are finished when you're not. Oh, Ontario girls, oh, Ontario girls, you keep me up all night, holding me so tight. You're Anglo-Saxon white, Ontario girls,
Excluding Hamilton.
you keep me up all night, Ontario girls.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Alberta National Anthem.
Oil Canada, the land where pipes run free. True petroleum from sea to shining sea. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the gushers of the West, and stand on guard from Pierre Trudeau to fill our money chests. Oil Canada, the future lies in thee. Oil Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Ontario, you don't get for free.
When I was a little boy, sitting on my father's knee, he'd say, you don't have to go to Israel. Here's the new Jerusalem, you see. How we worked all night and day, making clothes for little pay, building with our hearts a promised land. If Messiah came, you know he'd want to stay. What have they done to Spadina? What are these names jungling? When you are looking in the window, you see pigs and squids and everything. That! Moses took our people out, told us what the laws was all about. You shouldn't eat a shrimp with lobster sauce. It's gonna make your tongue and teeth fall out. So we live the word of God. Being chosen was very hard. Every day in shul we'd sing our thanks. Then in the deli sit and play our cards. What can you eat on Spadina? What is this dish, rice fried? When you are looking for a bagel, you get a cookie with a message inside. What can you eat on Spadina? What is this dish, rice fried? When you are looking for a bagel, you get a cookie with a message inside. Like a vault. Oh. Now we're getting kinda old, wearing sweaters so we don't get cold, telling our grandchildren about the good old days before the choicest properties got sold.
So here we sit with tea and a bun, talking about the terrible things they done, trying to figure out what is God's plan from our condo up on Stills and Young.
Where are the Jews on Spadina? Why have they done this thing? Looking out the window from shops, you see Chinamen and everything. What can you eat on Spadina? What is this dish, rice fried? When you are looking for a bagel, you get a cookie with a message inside.
We are, most of us, familiar with the CRTC ruling, which says that 30% of the things we see and hear on the Canadian airwaves must be Canadian. Personally, I don't think that goes far enough. I think that every Canadian song should have at least 30% recognizable Canadian content. As I think of my life, all the pain and the strife, would I do it all again? And the loves that I had, some were sweet, some were sad. I was much younger then. Nothing beats maple syrup on pancakes or waffles before you play hockey with friends. And the truths that I found always spun me around. I would think this was the end. All those worldly schemes shattered all my dreams, left my heart an empty beaver. So I sit by the fire, feeling so tired, letting my days grow dark. Mosquitoes and black flies always get in your French fries up in Algonquin Park. All those worldly schemes shattered all my dreams, left my heart an empty canoe. Though my soul may have died, I have nothing to hide, for I still have my pride. Eh?
The hockey season's upon us, and who can forget last year? The Leafs were a disgrace. So Harold Ballard, the owner of the Leafs, came up with a bright idea. What do the Argos have? And what do the Blue Jays have? And what do the Blizzards have that he doesn't have? Cheerleaders! So figuring what's good for Harold is good for the team, he went down to church in Isabella and recruited a few. Ladies and gentlemen, the Leafs own Eager Beavers.
Give us a stick, give us a puck, we'll be your goal, you try your luck, 'cause we're in the crease, can't wait anymore, you shoot, you score. Out on the ice, I'll throw you a hip or a full body check. I won't give you the slip when the ref ain't around. We can really get cooking. 2 minutes for hooking. We're the eager for the Leafs in the intermissions. We provide relief. We're not We'll do overtime and not even blush. 'Cause Harold's our man, if you know what I mean. He loves screwing the teeth.
November 10th, 1979. CP train coming down the line. A town just slept as she rolled on through. 2 minutes to 12 when that chlorine blew. The sky became a brilliant red. Everybody thought Mississauga was dead. Thousands of people were forced to run, but nobody died when the gas was done. Oh, Mississauga, you blew your chance. How many towns get the circumstance? No death or destruction, no looting, no flight. If you have a disaster, do it right. You had a chance to outnews Iran, to get more press than Afghanistan, to show the world what they want to see. Canadian blood on color TV. In Africa, you can hear the cries. In Bangladesh, they are falling like flies. Cambodian streets are lined with their dead. In Mississauga, some cats weren't fed. Oh, Mississauga, you blew your chance. How many towns get the circumstance? No death or destruction, no looting, no fight. If you have a disaster, do it right. So Canada, heed the lesson I tell. If you want a disaster, you must plan it well. For horror and suffering that will make its mark, call another election and bring back Joe Clark! Oh, Mississauga, you blew your chance. How many towns get the circumstance? No death or destruction, no looting, no flight. If you have a disaster, do it right.
Days, so many things amaze. I view life like a child. I've learned to throw away the past. The bad times never last. The tears give way to smiles. Love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful thing. Touched me. I tried to keep my point of view, but somehow you got through. You opened the door and
set my soul free. Love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful thing. Love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful thing. My life is only sunny days, so many things amaze. I do life like a child. I've learned to throw away the past. The bad times never last. The tears give way to smiles. Love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful thing. Love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful thing. Love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful, love is such a beautiful thing. We are just average people doing our jobs to keep you from becoming perverted slobs. We cut out bits from movies that are obscene. We don't want kinky hanky up on the screen. You know what I mean, the stuff that we've seen. The public hands us, but we don't give a damn. They haven't seen the stuff they don't understand. There's no redeeming virtue when you just shock. We watched three sisters do a thing with a duck out of wedlock. It's not art, it's schlock. This province must be cleansed of tits and ass, or genitalia that might inflame the mass. We will not pander to degenerate scum. We know your flesh is weak and you will succumb. Your morals are numb, but we're not so dumb. No, we're just beating our drum. Yes, we're beating our drum. Yes, we're beating our drum. We're just beating our drum. I'm an individual. I sing a song that's mine. I'm such an individual that my lines don't have the same sounds at the end of them. Some people sing of 11 dreams. I like to sing things flat. If you don't like these songs of mine, you can stuff it in your galoshes. I'm an individual. I sing what's on my nose, where my thoughts might lead me. It's anyone's guess. Ooh, take it, Morris. So hot, so hot. If you find another individual, please send her my way. If we had more individuals, we'd have less groups. Thank you very much.
We are members of the Bay Street Racket Club. We have 14 squash courts and an English pub. It's very genuine, with a white wine in our hand, or a Perrier, ain't life grand. We are members of the Bay Street Racket Club. We go shopping at the exclusive Hazelton Lanes. We only wear T-shirts embroidered with designer names. There's a certain je ne sais quoi when you're wearing an Yves Saint Laurent. We are members of the Bay Street Racket Club. Where I dumped my old Mercedes, gave it to the cleaning lady, and I bought a BMW coupe. Well, I passed on Tutankhamun, gave up skiing at Blue Mountain, and I only go to Ventus for soup. We are members of the Bay Street Racket Club. With a workout,
Steam bath,
shower, and a rub.
coeducational.
We are slim and trim and neat. Scarsdale tells us what to eat. We are members of the Bay Street Racket Club. We are members of the Bay Street Racket Club.
I was asked to join 21 McGill, but then everyone is asked to join 21 McGill.
We have 14 squash courts and an English pub.
I used to belong to the Granite Club, but it's, I don't know, so hard.
You know, I wanted to join the YMCA, but the people there don't perspire. They sweat.
With a white wine in our hand, or a Perrier, ain't life grand. We are members of the exclusive, with a lifestyle that's conducive, with an attitude that's elusive, and a language that's abusive. We are members of the Bay Street Racket Club. Let's hear it for new money. Yeah!
It was the happy hour, about 5:30, when Lou walked into the bar. He put down his briefcase, he picked up a drink, he lit a thin cigar. When his eyes fell on a corner, and much to his surprise, he saw his best girl, Fern Shapiro, with his partner, Jerry Weiss. Big Lou. He went over to their table. There was fire in his eye. The look he gave to Fernie would make a Gentile cry. He turned and faced his partner. He said, "You think that I'm a fool? Tomorrow at high noonish, we're gonna have a duel. Big Lou. Your club or mine, your club or mine, your club or mine. Big Lou." Lou made the reservation. The time was set for noon, give or take 5 minutes. They were bound to show up soon. Lou came in his Adidas, and Jerry, he wore Brooks. Both of them wore sweatbands and gave each other looks. Fern Shapiro and her mother were sitting in the stands. Both knew was out, there'd be left just one man, Big Lou. Jerry served the soft one. Lou smashed it in his face. Jer tried a long one to the wall. Lou, he kept the pace. Lou's backhand was a deadly snake, the ball a blur of black. Just when Jer thought he had him, ooh, he got a racket in the back. Big Lou. He left Jerry lying flat on the court, the ball wedged in his teeth. He tore off his soaking sweatband. He shoved his racket in its sheath. He turned to claim his victor's spoils, and there, to his chagrin, was his Fern with the guy from litigation, his other partner, Sam Netkin.
Big Lou.
Now Lou's in business for himself, collecting legal aid fees. Fern, she married a doctor. She's got 4 kids round her knees. And Lou hung his racket up. He's given up the sport. But they'll never forget High Noonish and the killer of the court, Big Lou. Your club or mine, your club or mine, your club or mine, Big Lou.
Nighttime, Toronto. The clubs are just closing their doors, sending the stragglers home at 3 in the morn. Nighttime, Toronto. The taxis are prowling the streets. An old man sifts through the garbage for something to eat. A couple sit sharing a donut and coffee, counting the change they have left. A cruiser creeps quietly down a dark alley, and Yonge Street is catching its breath. Nighttime, Toronto. The hookers are walking the track. A drifter wanders down Bloor Street, his home on his back. Hollow-eyed children are huddled together outside the penny arcades. Beautiful gentlemen cruising the sidewalks are part of a silent parade. Nighttime, Toronto. The sky is beginning to gray. The night creatures quickly retreat to hide from the day. Nighttime, Toronto.
We're the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, doing our musical ride from the east east to the west, we are clearly the best at defending our national pride. We're the Royal Canadian Mounted Police in our tunics of scarlet and gold. And when you're in trouble, we're there on the double. We're brave and we're fearless and bold. We've learned what is right and we've learned how to fight for democracy. Hip, hip, hooray! We've learned how to shoot and we don't give a hoot for the suckers that get in our way. We'll tap all the wires and start all the fires and burn every barn if we must. We don't give a damn for the average man, not one of those bastards we trust. We're the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, opening your mail on the sly. And if that ain't enough, we can really get tough and slander your name with a lie. We can maim, we can kill, we can torture at will, we can force a confession or two. But what's really neat is when we're on our beat, writing out airport tickets for you. We're the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, doing our darndest for you. And you won't go to prison if you'll only listen and do what we tell you to do. If you still disobey, despite what we say, we've a weapon that's worse than a bomb. We'll form up outside with our music go right, and we'll come and we'll poop on your lawn.
A boat arrives in Halifax. All they own is on their backs, heading west on railroad tracks. Oh, Canada, oh, Canada. Changing trains in Montreal, standing out in boots and shawls, a language they don't speak at all. Oh, Canada, oh, Canada, their home. Sailing past a sea of trees, lakes reflecting brilliant leaves, a hawk suspended on the breeze, so free to fly, an endless sky, prairie grasses ebb and flow, so much space for them to grow. With bags of wheat they brought to sow, the fields that run beneath the sun. They worked the land as they knew best, and when they died, they took their rest. Their babies scattered east and west. Oh, Canada, oh, Canada. Working in a tower of glass, a life flows through me from my past. A boat touched port in Halifax. Oh, Canada, oh, Canada, my
Give me your hand, old friend. Come join in the circle again. Break out a smile as we dance for a while, throwing our cares to the wind.
Let's talk of the people we knew and drink till 1:45. We'll sit by the band and we'll give them a hand as we sing all the songs that we do.
Let's slow down the world, 'cause it's hard to keep pace. There's not enough time for your beautiful face. It's so many years since we last said hello. Let's cherish these moments before we must go. So give me your hand, old friend. Let's toast to our friendship again. We'll trade a few jokes and we'll talk of the folks and the kids we hung out with back then. So give me your hand, old friend. Our love for each other